let's talk about the future shape boards. With the new Amplid Future Shapes, we are introducing an intriguing collection of groundbreaking snowboards designed to revolutionize your experience on the mountain. Unconventional shapes and innovative geometries define this new generation of all mountain and backcountry decks, bringing an unparalleled level of surf-inspired playfulness to your riding. So what sets these shapes apart from the rest? The entire range takes a fresh perspective on board shapes, aligning it with riders' individual profiles. It's not your standard lineup with like one board available in various lengths and widths. No, instead, you'll discover a lineup of diverse models, each available in a single length, and I'm confident that you'll find a geometry to enhance your quiver, if not more than one. The slightly wider waist widths provide ample room for carves without worrying about boot drag. And the added buoyancy in powder is a real game changer. Speaking of powder, these boards offer an impressive amount of what we call active surface area. A lot more when you read the length figure. So take the Dada for instance, measuring just 154. But when you consider the waist width plus its tip and tail, projecting a traditional nose shape into this geometry, it'll float like a 165 board. By the way, both underfoot width and active surface area are all mentioned in the spec table on our website. All boards showcase a thick cut core profile. While conventional shapes tend to be thicker between the bindings and thinner at tip and tail, we've strategically milled down the core's center thickness and extended it towards the tip and tail. This enhances longitudinal stability, reducing the likelihood of flipping in power or landing on your butt, and also it accommodates a broader weight of range, ensuring that the right fit whether you're carrying a heavy backpack or not. To minimize tip swing weight, for this new range, we have integrated an even larger piece of our super light Hexa 2 honeycomb material, replacing heavier wood in the tips. This reduces tip chatter and provides an overall lighter, more agile feel. A tip-to-tail carbon UD pop band has been added to amplify pop power. Our flotation tips feature a generous elliptical scoop line for maximum buoyancy. These noses are practically always on the surface. Pre-cured hard glass impact plates in the binding area ward off dings and dents from bindings. The base used in these boards is a super fast sintered isosport base material. By the way, we've eliminated UV gloss coating from our entire board range and replaced it with a solvent-free silk matte finish for environmental and worker safety reasons. Alright, let's dive into the incredible world of the Snommelier. Now, if you are that kind of rider who lives for those sick perfect powder days, this board's got your back. Seriously. Its sharp geometries and unique construction create a big mountain experience like no other. Picture this, a deep swallowtail, an expansive nose. It's like a dream comes true for those epic runs. The Snommelier is designed for the gnarliest days out there. The Morning Glory is about more than just the early morning. This board's got an oversized nose and a tapered shape that's all about delivering the float you need on those untouched faces. And there is still plenty of agility in there for bouncing through tricky terrain. So think of it as your partner in crime for those late day lines, weaving through trees to uncover those hidden stashes. This baby is a true quiver killer, especially for bigger riders out there. Here comes the Dada, the backcountry freestyle tool. This one's all about giving you a twinish powder experience that'll blow your mind. It's got enough tail kick to ride or land switch in powder, but it's got this slightly tapered geometry, meaning that even though it looks like a twin, the tail is a bit narrower than the nose, which helps a lot for flotation in powder. The Aloha Vibes is all about having the maximum float while still be nimble enough to conquer those tight tree runs. Trust me, there's a lot of surface action happening here. And its swallowtail? It's like a secret weapon, keeping your back leg fresh even after a day of non-stop shredding. You can ride centered all day long without putting all your weight on your back foot, simply because the tail sinks so well and it makes the nose come out onto the surface even on the deepest days. The kill switch is the board that can do it all and is guaranteed to plaster a grin on your face from dawn till dusk. We're talking hitting wind lips at face-blazing speed, carves that dig trenches, and landings that you'll stomp like a pro. This board is all about all-mountain joy, because with its longer mid-wide shape, you're getting the stability and control when you're pushing it on groomers. It has a less directional shape and construction that makes riding out of fakie a breeze. And on those steeper days, the cutout tail is the ticket to surface lashes and nose-high pow turns. It's a true all-mountain workhorse with a splash of that future-shape magic. This one is definitely for the big-footed riders, the Big Kahuna. We've all dealt with boot drag, but this is the solution for big feet. That 27.6 centimeter waist width will make sure that toe drag or heel drag is history. It's very similar to the kill switch concerning where and how to ride it. It's just simply wider with a slightly different tail shape. Lots of flotation and powder, really playful, and when it comes to carving and ripping through hardpack, this board's got your back with a smooth side cut and a tail that is ready to play. The spray tray is the powder board for smaller riders. We've taken the future shape spirit and scaled it down to give you a ride that's all about float and personality. That tiny tail is still big enough to pop you over obstacles, and the width is just right for getting on the edge and pulling those G-force arcs. If you're a lighter rider looking for a playful powder performance or simply a board for turning, the spray is your golden ticket. So here we've got something very special for our lighter, smaller riders. The Wasabi is the smallest gem from our R&D lab. Taking inspiration from the Solid Rails geometry, this pocket rocket finds that sweet spot between responsiveness and forgivingness on hardpack. And there's plenty of float in there, perfect for conquering the backcountry on those deep days.